Hey guys, this is your host Thomas Tyree here from On the Hot Podcast. Today, this will be the Combat Series episode number 148 for you guys today. And to kick off this week's Combat Series, I'll be sharing my fight summary for the fight that took place in the heavyweight division Saturday night in the sport of boxing between Tyson Fury and Makhmudov. So it was Tyson Fury, the Gypsy King, making his long-awaited return, coming back from his fifth retirement in his boxing career, defeated Makhmudov by unanimous decision in his victory Saturday night that was streamed worldwide on Netflix Saturday night in the heavyweight division. So, my thoughts on the fight. Honestly, I scored the fight 10 rounds to 2 in favor of Tyson Fury, defeating Makhmudov. I thought this was a really good performance from Tyson Fury, coming off that long layoff, coming out of his fifth retirement in his boxing career. But Tyson Fury, after the first 2 rounds against Makhmudov, you could clearly tell that he was trying to knock off the ring rust, and he did, because after round 2, he turned it up and looked like the old Tyson Fury of old. Now, against a C-plus fighter at best, and Makhmudov, yes, that's expected. But I thought Tyson Fury looked really good after round 2. He used the jab very well. I said several times talking about Tyson Fury on this podcast that I think Tyson Fury has one of the best jabs in the heavyweight division today. He used his footwork to his advantage. I told you guys last week it was a huge mismatch in the footwork department between Tyson Fury and Makhmudov. As big as Tyson Fury is, nearly a 300-pound frame, he does have some really good footwork and displayed that in the fight Saturday against Makhmudov. And Makhmudov just only had one game plan, and that was option A, game plan A, I should say, in his back pocket, because every time he landed 1-2 punches, he would just go into charge, and that wasn't working. And Tyson Fury used that to his advantage, fighting in different lateral movements to wear the big man down in the boxing ring. And Tyson Fury gave Makhmudov several different looks offensively in that fight. And Makhmudov paid the price for it, because he was not alert defensively, not being on time in the counter-punching battle between himself and Tyson Fury. And Tyson Fury actually had a lot of success landing body shots to Makhmudov to slow down the big man, so he would be winded and out of gas in the later parts of the fight. And you saw that. And the uppercuts also in the inside had a big toll on Makhmudov, how he wanted to fight in the inside, how his approach was going to be in the inside. Tyson Fury got the better of Makhmudov in the exchanges in the inside as well. But Makhmudov, again, like I said, only had plan A in his back pocket. Land the big punches, lunge forward, and smothered Tyson Fury in the clinch after landing big punches. There were 0 adjustments being made throughout the last 10 remaining rounds in the fight against Tyson Fury. I think if Tyson Fury really wanted to, he would have knocked him out, but he wanted to get those rounds in for a possible big fight down the line. But Makhmudov did have his moments in this fight. Don't get me wrong. He landed some good power punches. He was not good enough to hang with one of the greatest heavyweights of this modern era in boxing, Tyson Fury. And the copy box stats showed the whole result of the fight. It was a mismatch, one-sided. Tyson Fury landed a total of 199 punches compared to Makhmudov, who landed 59 punches. And Makhmudov finished the fight only landing 21% of his punches against Tyson Fury. So it was a big mismatch. Everybody knew what this fight was all about. If Tyson Fury won and looked good, he would set up for a future opponent that he has not faced yet in his boxing career. And that's what we're going to talk about next. So what is next for Tyson Fury? Is Tyson Fury versus Anthony Joshua next? The next big heavyweight fight, I should say, in the heavyweight division. So, again, is Tyson Fury versus Anthony Joshua next? Now, obviously, the world is on board to see Tyson Fury versus Anthony Joshua next. And that's what everybody thought was going to happen after Tyson Fury defeated Makhmudov. Tyson Fury, Turki Al-Sheikh, Frank Warren were calling Anthony Joshua and Eddie Hearns into the ring for a possible face-to-face confrontation to set up a big boxing fight between Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury. Anthony Joshua declined, and I'm all on board for that, due to the fact that this fight should have happened years ago. And if you guys remember, the closest we were getting to that fight was probably in the end of 2020, early 2021, where the negotiations were going on between Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua. Tyson Fury decided to take the trilogy with Deontay Wilder, and they both went their own separate ways, and we never got that fight. So I do respect what Anthony Joshua did. And seeing him call him out, and I should say, for examples of call-outs that we've seen in 2026 with fights never materialized. You can look at Shakur Stevenson and Conor Benn. They had the face-to-face confrontation after Shakur defeated Conor Benn. You can look at Ryan Garcia and Shakur Stevenson calling each other out and having a face-to-face confrontation. That fight never materialized. So I don't blame Anthony Joshua not wanting to play games and go viral, wanting Tyson Fury to go viral at his own expense. But I believe that Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua will happen by the end of 2026. I do think that Anthony Joshua, based off of everything that he's been through, does deserve a proper warm-up, a proper tune-up before he gets in the ring against Egyptian King and Tyson Fury. Especially coming after your last fight against Jake Paul. Yeah, you did the world favor knocking out Jake Paul, but your previous fight before that, you took a year-long layoff getting knocked out by Daniel Dubois in dominant fashion under 6 rounds. So Anthony Joshua really needs a warm-up fight, and Anthony Joshua and Eddie Hearns have already hinted to what they want to do next, and that is Anthony Joshua fighting Deontay Wilder possibly next. And we heard Anthony Joshua and Eddie Hearn call Deontay Wilder a warm-up at this point of his career, and they think it's easy pickings after Deontay Wilder had a sloppy performance in his win against Derek Chisora a weekend ago in the sport of boxing. But I honestly think that Tyson Fury versus Anthony Joshua is still one of the biggest fights to be made in UK history, and honestly, this is a fight we should have got 4 to 5 years in the making. I still think it's 50-50. I can't even tell you guys who's going to win that fight. Very exciting, but I do believe that money fight will happen by the end of 2026 between Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua. But that is my overall thoughts on Tyson Fury's performance against Makhmudov. And those are my thoughts on if we'll see Tyson Fury versus Anthony Joshua next in the sport of boxing.